Hey everybody, cold morning this morning, down at workshop, couple of jobs and just a bit of paperwork to polish up, get my job cards ready for next week, and I feed a couple of strays. I mean they'll be about soon, you probably might, well they're not really coming, they're not like other cat I used to have, but they'll be about somewhere. Also an old Zephyr that I'm going to start using, old lady, I've got on a bit of a reliability test at the moment, and it's nice and cold, so we'll come down, fire up, covered in frost, so see how reliable she is, because I mean obviously I've done a bit of, I've set points up, stuff like that, just changed some plugs in it, so see what's going on. Reason for the video I'm doing is I did one regarding expense and cost of parts, so I thought I'd come back to you because I got quite a few people who responded to me, and it was quite interesting to be quite honest, but we got quite a range, because I mean a chap come on to me who got a Lexus, and he was saying he was waiting for parts now. I think it was about 18-year-old, I think he said 17, 18-year-old. I think such a stuff like that, I mean, I think there's going to be an issue. I mean, there's still plenty about at Breckers, so you can get bits and pieces. I mean, to be honest, I'd be going getting silly clips off them at Breckers, because they'll be wanging them in scrap. They'll not be going anywhere, but they'll be the sort of thing that you'll need in time when you're taking bits off, because bits will break when you're trying to take it off. I mean, cars with plastic bumpers, I see in future as a big problem, because I see plastic perishing. I mean, America's got issue now, and I know plastic's moved on, but you've got a lot of your stuff in the States that they have this crash damage front end and back ends, they were like panels, they're probably about 6 inch that slotted into front at wings, etc. I mean, they never look right, but they were just stuck with it, that's what it was. And there's loads of them with them bits missing now, and I mean, I don't think there's very few available, because if they come, people jump on them. I mean, I think they're obviously doing reproduction, so they've probably got it off that way. I mean, now, what reproduction stuff will be made for Lexus might be a different matter. I mean, if they've got a great cult following, I mean, I see loads of people with them 400 cars, I've seen them, they're in Japan and that, so there probably will be bits and pieces. So, I mean, he probably hasn't got a problem yet at 18-year-old, but I think if he's still got a car when it's 45-year-old, I think he's not going to be finding too much at all. So, to be honest, I mean, if I were that chap, I'd be right Breckers, just silly clips, bits and pieces. It won't take a lot of storage. And I get them bits kept up. I mean, rest of the car, if it keeps topside with some rust proofing, you'll probably be able to keep it for a long time. Then I had another chap on, I think he was restoring a Reliant kitten. Now that's interesting, really interesting. I mean, four-wheel, I always thought they were alright, but they were a bit expensive, to be honest, so that's probably the one success of the lot. And, I mean, they looked alright, you know, and they drove, they were economical engine and that. Now, he was saying that clubs, apparently they've got some bits, somebody looks after it, but he's getting old, must be a chap who looks after everything, and nobody seems to want to take it on. Now, I can see this as a problem, because you need a bit of space for parts, depends what you've got. I mean, if you've got loads of chassis for like, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to likely to have a kitten chassis, but they might have some Regal chassis, because there's plenty of them floating about. I can remember them floating about a lot. And bits and pieces, we're going to need some room. So if somebody ain't got no room, obviously can't keep spares. I mean, but probably an answer to that is a few at club, if they want to keep club going, because it would be important for Reliant stuff to carry on. Because, I mean, especially from this neck of woods, I mean, your Regals, your Robins, your Kittens, your Rebel, I think the one number one, a little four-wheeler. They were all over at 70s and 80s. They were everywhere. I mean, I can remember a chap over under our estate, he had a Jubilee. Burgundy, Silver Line, Alley Wheels. I used to look at it when I was young and I think, wow, 77. Do you get what I mean? And I used to think, what a lovely little car when they came out, them Robins. And it'd be a shame, because I know people take mick out of them, but they're alright. They're alright, a little Robin. And, I mean, at Kittens, well, they're obviously loads better, but I mean, the nail in coffin for them, really, they weren't that success. Well, for a simple reason, they were just more expensive. I'm pretty sure there were more money than actually something like a Metro or something like that, so that's probably why they weren't success. I mean, and other people were just saying like everybody were like Dick Turpin. Well, we know that, and what it is, that's their overhead, and that's down to also, they've just got big overheads, and also, I mean, everybody's wanting a slice of pie. Probably everybody's creaming it a bit more on classic side than on standard side, so, I mean, we've been over that. I mean, it's wrong, but if you want to survive, and you want to carry on with your hobby, I mean, for me, personally, I mean, well, all I do what I do here, and I mean, if anybody wants to walk through my door, come have a chat, a bit of advice, they're more than welcome. If people want to come down here, if you want a meeting down here, I mean, I'm South Yorkshire. I mean, just let me know. We'll arrange for. Can I come down on Saturday morning or something? Or well, whenever you want, one evening, whatever you want. I mean, just let me know. Mrs. will make a few sandwiches. You can come have a walk around, see what I do, have a chat, help you out in a problem if you need a bit of help out in a problem. You know, it's not hard to be nice to people. You know, but that's the issue now that the people are in with classic cars. I mean, the clubs are spread throughout the UK. I mean, not everybody's over enthusiastic. Not everybody wants all these meetings they're going to all. I mean, they're good shows, don't get me wrong. They're interesting and that, but sometimes it's a bit of a trek for people. So time might have come where a few people just get together. You know, it'll help hobby and it'll help them get bits and pieces. Somebody will know something. A couple of you can nip down, some of you can become mates, whatever you do, and you know, because if you wanted to set spares on for a club, for number one, you need space, like I've just said. Number two, you need a missus who's friendly, super friendly with you, and not going to give her any grief, because she's going to have stuff all over the place, and she'll get fed up of tripping over it, you know, I mean, so you get some stick over that. I mean, probably people who are going to do such a stiff, they've got grandkids around, and all time's taken up with other things. It's a very difficult area, it's spares bit with clubs, you know, and have somebody to take it on. Plus, there's lack of interest in cars, so as they step it, they're not getting passed down generation like they did in the past, as we've said before. But it can still be done, and for what years are left of them and what people want to do, I mean, you can all get together, like I said. Now, where it probably leads industry is, well, probably back to where it started from, because in a situation where if it's got over commercialised and over expensive, well, there's got to be a cheaper route to find. It's only like with me with my cars. I mean, the cars I own, which I do have quite a few cars, I mean, I've bought them over years and years, and I've got all the parts because I've picked them up. I know I've had the car, so I know roughly what I've needed, and I've picked these bits up. So the bits are still out there, so you can go get them, and you can carry on with your project if you've got a project, or you can just keep your car on the road. It's not difficult. But so long as you've obviously got some sort of knowledge, and you're not going down to some garage at 100 quid an hour or something stupid. I don't think any of you now are going to be shoving one in a garage, having it fully restored. Because as we've gone over time after time now, the parts are so expensive that they'll want to order for convenience, the labour's so expensive, and they haven't got all the skills. So it's probably time now to go back to basics. I mean, if you enjoy your hobby, I don't know how much time you've got left with it or what your intention is, just go back to basics. You can all meet up with a few people and just go back to where it used to be, because that's how it set off. I mean, I can remember when people didn't really have classic cars, they had cars to get to work, and then it suddenly started a bit of a spark and went on and on. So, but really, that's my answer to like some of your questions and what I think and where I think industry. Well, where I'm hoping industry goes for what time I've got left. It'd be nice for it to settle down instead of this commercialised thing that I think it's become, and it'd be nice to keep it going. So, I mean, I don't know if you've got out what I've just said, or if, like I said, if any of you are interested, you want to come down here, it's not a problem. Same if any of you are a bit down on your luck and a bit fed up. I mean, I'm always running around in classics. Give us a shout, I'll call around, have a cup of tea, we'll probably take you out for a running one if you want. So, I mean, if this has been any good to you, give us a like and also pass us a comment on. And I mean, subscribe to the channel if you're into this sort of thing. Because it will be interesting for you. I keep doing stuff. I mean, I suppose some of you are sat waiting for me to get on with something. I mean, I got MG running over there, I'm just messing about. But I've a lot more to show you and a lot more going off. So, take care, everybody, anyway, and let's try and keep things rolling on in Classic World. So, bye for now, anyway.